When the wrenches come down on their head in the ground, that's a rover. If it's a bright red, it means your bot is dead, that's a rover. Doesn't mean a thing if he's flailing, he's still in the ring. That's a rover.
Welcome, robot combat enthusiasts, to another electrifying episode of Havoc Rundown, the podcast where sparks fly, metal clashes, and the thrill of robot combat takes center stage. I'm your host, Justin, and we're diving headfirst into the heart of the mechanical mayhem that is NHRL. From Titanium Titans to Steel Gladiators, Havoc Rundown is your front row seat to the adrenaline-pumping world of robot combat. Whether you're a seasoned engineer, a casual fan, or just someone who loves to smell bot carnage in the morning, you're in for a wild ride. Each week, we'll be dissecting the latest bot battles, breaking down the strategy that led to victory, and interviewing the masterminds behind these robot combatants. We're not just talking nuts and bolts here, we're delving into the stories behind these mechanical warriors and the genius minds who bring them to life. Expect exclusive interviews with NHRL's brightest stars, behind-the-scenes stories that will leave you on the edge of your seat, and an expert analysis that goes beyond the arena. This isn't just a podcast, it's the Havoc Rundown. I am not alone, though. Joining me this episode is... He was wrangling the judges on Saturday. It's Ryan Hunter. Hello there. He told me he's ready for our guest today, but I guess we'll see. It's Thomas Carroll.
Feed the fish.
Master of getting all the bots downstairs to their cages on time. It's Tony Baker.
Master of the schedule. Hi, everyone.
Our special guest this episode is an international superstar with a now triple platinum album, the Mr. Roper Timeless Classics and Golden Hits, who takes time out of his touring schedule to drive the fan favorite robot Mr. Roper. It's Tony Clifton!
Oh, no, not this guy.
Listen. Before the game, just want to say this right there. You're welcome.
Thank you, Tony, for taking time out of your busy schedule and joining us here. We're all so excited to talk to you.
Thank you very much.
The first is news. We had our NHRL tournament held September 14th, 2024. It was full of intense battles and throwing moments. In the 3-pound class, we had a competitive lineup with a numerous amount of matches showcasing the builders' creativity and engineering. One of the most notable fights in this weight class was Mako versus Silent Spring, where Silent Spring got caught on Mako's mini bots like side bumper and got high centered, and it was insane. And Silent Spring ended up getting, again, high centered and lost that one. The final was Mako versus Knuckle Sandwich, with Peter Garnache and Knuckle Sandwich taking the dumpster for that. The 12-pound had a bunch of memorable matches, including our podcast favorite Maximizer going up against Creature, with Creature taking the win, but Maximizer qualifying thanks to the outcome of Blue Marlin versus Torrent. And the final in that was Buzzkill versus Hooligan, with Liam and Buzzkill winning on his 21st birthday, which is so cool. Congrats,
birthday
Liam.
magic.
Yeah.
There you go.
Finally, the big shock of the day came in the 30-pound class when Jameson Go and Megatron conceded the final match to Yahoo, allowing them to Yahoo and Chad to win and qualify for finals, which is amazing. But before we get to the nuts and bolts of that, we have another round of Name That Bot. Take it away, Ryan.
Okay, just like our last episode, we're going to play Name That Bot. The way that this goes is I have 3 clues per robot. I'm going to start with the first clue. If we don't get it by the first clue, we'll move on to the second, and then we'll move on to the third. You can ding in. I believe that Mr. Tony does have a ding. Yes, he does. You can ding in anytime that you have a... Thomas, can you ding for me?
Ding.
Okay, that works. Once you have an answer, I have a few really interesting bots this time. Are you guys ready? Thomas?
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could find anything that goes ding.
Tony? Okay. So, our very first robot, our very first clue is...
Mr. Roper.
No.
Oh, go ahead.
This bot...
Ding Frank.
Nope. Okay. This bot shares its name with a book published in 1962 and its Antweight predecessor, was DDT. This bot also has a variant X test platform.
Oh, ding. Silent
Yes.
Spring.
Yes, Thomas gets the first
Yo.
robot. Silent Spring.
That's going to be the only one I get right.
There we go.
The third clue was this bot has won 7 golden dumpsters, including winning the very first NHRL.
I got it. Silent Spring.
Very good, Tony.
Really good time.
Okay, the second robot and the first clue is this bot's name conjures up a 90s cartoon show that taught us all geography.
Oh, dang. Fucking glad.
Nope.
Good answer.
Good
It
answer.
is.
Close,
It's
but
Carmen.
not quite there.
Taught us all geography.
Yeah.
It's Carmen.
And
There you go.
Tony,
You missed the
the
rest of it.
other Tony comes in with the steal.
Oh my god.
Where in the world is Carmen
It's-
San Diego?
It's Carmen.
Wait, so does that go to Tony then?
It does. It goes to the
Tony,
other
yeah.
Tony.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
Tony. That only goes to Tony. It's Tony's the international
Both Tonys are working together. Tony
Oh,
is
I
on
didn't even
Tony's
know.
team.
I didn't even know. Okay.
Like, I look, Dustin.
All right. Well, you guys got that one quicker than I thought you guys were. All right. Cool.
Tony's a smart guy.
Thank you very much, Tony.
No, not you, Tony. The other Tony.
All right. Our third robot, and our first clue for the third robot is this robot has big shoes to fill from its iconic line of lifter robots. Yes,
Ouch.
Tony. Huh?
Ouch.
Nope. Not huge.
Ding. It's SSP because it's
Nope.
a lifter.
It is not SSP. The second clue is this robot rises above most of its fellow 30-pounders and can yeet them around the arena.
Moccasin! It's Moccasin!
Yes! Tony got Moccasin! It is
What?
Moccasin.
Get off.
Good job,
Moccasin.
Tony.
Damn.
The third clue for that robot was, while this robot is gigantic for its weight class, its heavyweight big brother dwarfs practically every other combat robot ever made. Moccasin. All right.
Cool. Very
One-
good.
One last robot.
All right,
very
Break
quick.
the three-way Tony tie.
This robot's wide build and iconic forks allow it to be one of the most effective control bots in its class.
Wide four.
The second clue is its name is a cheeky reference for CAD designers. The third clue is this robot from the WPI roster has found its way to the finals at NHRL twice, taking the golden dumpster in November 2022.
WPI
Can we get guesses?
robot?
Huh?
WPI robot?
It's a WPI robot, yeah.
Damn, Jaren's gonna kill me.
He is.
This is
He is.
It's
a very
Okay.
disrespectful question.
I think actually, Thomas, you're going to kick yourself.
You are.
Oh, probably.
Tony, either Tonys. Do the Tonys have guests?
Count Porcula.
Nope.
This was one of the, I believe, first wide-bodied 3-pounders.
Wait.
It's nope. It's
In-
very
in-
iconic.
It's very iconic. It's in the same kind of vein as Smee, but it's not Smee.
Wait,
I'd say it's a better
oh,
control
God,
bot
it's-
than Smee.
Oh God, I know.
I'm
I
wondering
know.
if Brian
It's
has any
the
guesses.
big one. It's
It's not that big. It's bigger than it looks, but it's
no,
not
it's
that
not,
big.
it's not the big one.
It's a beetle.
It's if you took Smee and put a spinner in the middle. Come on, Thomas.
Oh
It's
God.
what?
It's
Yeah.
yes.
The answer is
No, wait. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's the.
Timmy, you can do
Oh
it.
God, fully defined.
yeah, Thomas gets it. All right.
Fully defined
Now
is WPI.
I believe it is.
I don't know. I mean, I'm probably wrong.
It's a very whippy robot.
So, awesome game. We've got an exciting lineup for you today. First up, we're interviewing the one and only international superstar Tony Clifton, known for his unique twist on classic songs with a combat robot theme. We'll dive into his latest musical escapades and how he blends his passion for performance with the world of robot fighting. But first, our icebreaker, Tony. If you could be given a superpower, but it has to be an off-brand weird superpower, what would it be?
Oh, let me see. Well, I think all my lifestyle and all the things that I have my fingers in, I believe will be to sober up, and I stress this, just for a moment, completely, and that's it.
So just be able.
Talk immediately afterwards.
Okay. So just be able to sober up immediately whenever you want to.
Yeah, remain drunk the rest of the day, and you get pulled over by the cop. He's like, "How you doing, officer?" No, I'll do the breathalyzer, and then get back in the car. That's fine. That message to send.
Oh, I love it.
Wait, Tony, I got a suggestion for that same power. What if you just sobered up before you started driving?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Look at that. That's a pretty good superpower.
Can you sober up other people, or is it just you?
Oh, that's good. I like that. I think, maybe there's like a time limit on it. You got like 30 seconds, to be sobered up, and it's going to instantly hit you again. So, of course, you get drunk, you fall over at the end of 30 seconds. If you don't have a good stopwatch, I suggest a Psycho. And, you'll never know.
Your covers have become legendary in both the robot combat and music scenes. How do you find the right songs to turn into robot-themed anthems?
Well, here's what I do. This album was 6 years in the making. I spent 2 years studying robot necromancy, and 3 years living with the mole people. Then 11 and a half months trying to dig up enough ore to make my 96 Scarecrow weapons. And last 2 weeks, I just randomly took pot shots at Spotify.
Okay.
Wait,
I love it.
How many carats did you say those weapons were?
Oh, those are 96 karat gold weapons. They're the
Nice.
highest purity of gold that you can get.
Where do you get it?
You gotta get a special ore. You gotta spend 3 years with the mole people to understand how to do it.
No, I'm just gonna take your word for that.
You performed on stages all over the world, from Tokyo to London. How do the robot combat fans compare to your music fans? Is there a crossover?
There's very much of a crossover here. Now, so what you have to understand is throughout the many, many decades of my career, I have seen nothing but cameras in my face, right? No fans ever, except for the occasional undergarment that gets thrown my way. And, those cameras cannot stop looking at me. And what is a robot if not a camera? Thank you very much.
Okay.
Incredible.
Your performances are known for their high energy, just like your robots. You ever incorporate robots in your live shows?
Do I incorporate robot? No. Next question.
All right, moving right along. You can perform with absolutely anybody. What would be the famous artist or band that you would want to perform with?
That is a tough one, because I have performed with many musical legends, and I do believe I missed out on performing with of course Jimi Hendrix, the second greatest guitarist of all time.
Who's the first?
That would be Prince. That'll be Prince. I'm ashamed that you do not know that.
Okay.
Who's the
Performed with
third?
Prince, by the way.
We have a fan question for you coming from Luke from the Behind the Bots podcast.
Oh, geez, that guy.
Our good friend Luke would like to know that he's always speculated you used to be a lounge singer in Atlantic City, but he wants to hear it straight from the source what your background is.
Well, I was born in Chicago and in Atlantic City. There was a very low labor. I'm not a bum. I'm a jerk. I once had wealth, power, the love of a beautiful woman, and now I only have two things: my friends and my roper. It's the beginning of the jerk, guys.
It is the roper a part of your love? Do you get love from the roper?
Do I get love from the roper? I believe I pour all my love into the roper, and the roper sends it out to the rest of the audience.
Okay.
I spent decades on a nightclub scene down south until I ran out of booze, okay? And then, it was redacted.
Okay, I have. There's a bunch of questions that we got from our friends around combat robotics. I have one from Kokoto Mane for you.
Okay.
What are Mr. Roper's thoughts on the housebots?
Being a fellow rectangle.
Yeah.
Of course. Right. Well, I mean, if they float, then you can live in them.
Does Mr. Roper float?
Not houseboats.
No, house bots. House bots.
That's,
I'm gonna have to fire someone over this. Okay, got it. Yeah. Oh, the house bots. Yeah. Oh, they they really look up to me. You know, I'm like their hero. You know, I'm the one who made it out. That's the way I feel about it. I feel like they all look up to me, except for that one that Gwen smashed me with.
Oh, yeah.
Flippy.
Well, that's because you
Like-
deserved it.
That was pretty good. She did the most damage to me in a whole year.
Thomas, do you want to ask Jimmy's question?
Well, before I
What's
ask Jimmy's
Jimmy's
question, I just have a very important question, Mr. Tony International Superstar.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Deep philosophical why, huh? Well, yes.
Good answer.
That's it?
Thank you, Alex.
Oh, okay.
I have an interesting one from our friend Chris from Behind the Bots. He wants to know if you will officially confirm that you were not involved in the Stardust Hotel and Casino Buffet heist of 1975.
I'll tell you what. I'd like to make a statement on this topic, and I'd like for someone to notate it right here. I am not now, nor have ever been known as Bill Brennan, especially not exactly 32 years ago this week. And this is all I'm going to say about that. Thank you very much.
Our friend Michael, who drives Stag Beetlebot, he would like to know, do you have any performances in New England coming up? And what's your favorite casino to go sing at?
Oh, yeah.
So up in New England, I got a performance at your Mima and Peepaw's house.
What day
That's
is that?
I'm sorry, that's Grandma and Grandpa. Yeah, to you guys. Yeah.
That's very nice. Do you reach out to the elderly community a lot?
I do. It's where I get most of my suits for just everyday suiting, you know. And yeah, I do a performance there. I pick up a couple of suits, you know. Then I get the rest later, about a week after they're done.
What
What's
time
so
is this
important about your
performance?
suits? What's so important about your suits?
Well, I need to be from a certain era, you know. Somewhere back in the early 70s, which was
Were you around in the 1970s, especially 1975?
I started my career back in 1960, and I've been performing on stage ever since. I've only recently come into combat robotics because it wasn't really a thing back then. But yeah, I've been performing for about 79 years.
Wow.
It's a very long
That's a
time.
career.
What drew Tony? What drew you to combat robotics?
The money, of course. You see all the money you got to put into them, which definitely means there's money that comes out of them. I'm just waiting on that. So I figure it's like a slot machine. You keep pulling out a handle on them. Bada bing, gotta get some dollars.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of people also waiting for the money to start coming out of the robot. You put the money in the robot, you sit and you wait for it to come out. It's
Right.
I
the
think,
thing is, they didn't put the handles on the side. You got to put the handles on the side so you can pull them down, and then you play the game. See, the rest of these things got spinny things. That's
that
wheel.
makes
You
a
always
lot of
lose at the wheel.
sense. Yep, that
Always
makes a lot
lose
of
at the
sense.
wheel.
Is that it? Have you perchance gone to Vegas to go see the larger robots? I believe that might appeal to you as far as the
I've gone
money
to
out.
Vegas. I've gone to Vegas. I've been to Vegas. I have not seen the big robots. I do not believe in large robots such as those. I believe that they are not as intricately designed and could not take on a roper if they tried.
What's the
Okay.
largest sized robot that's acceptable to you?
30 pounds. 30 pounds and 30 pounds only. That what I've been told is the acceptable weight class for legitimate rope.
Okay, I like that.
would you- Would you ever go smaller?
I ever go smaller? Gee, that's a question I don't get asked very often. Everyone always wants bigger, Yeah, perhaps I may one day make a smaller robot. It would, of course, also be Mr. Roper. Because I think I've achieved the pinnacle of success with my current design.
Okay. Our good friend Tom Farkas has an interesting question for you.
That guy.
Your hit single "I Hate Frank" has been topping charts. Is this song inspired by a particular robot?
That Franken guy. Yes, it is Frank.
Why do you hate Frank?
Has the mustache that I guarantee is not real. It is the blackest, most straightest, most well-preserved mustache in the history of all combat robotics, and I challenge him to prove it's real.
Oh, Frank, do you hear that? Tom, do you hear that? You're being called out to prove that mustache is real immediately.
That's right.
The mustache off.
Mustache on a
Wait.
robot.
Who has to prove it's real?
Tom has to prove that Frank's mustache is real.
Oh, I thought I had to prove it.
No, Tom
your name's
Farkas.
Timmy.
Yeah, your name is Timmy.
It's okay.
Yeah, I
I'll
forgot
keep you
about that
informed.
part.
You know, really glad to see you got your pants on without strangling yourself today.
Megan Dish, who works with us behind the pit desk and pit control, she was running the freestyle amazingly this last event. Shout out to Megan. Would like to know what ingredients goes into a Mr. Roper cocktail.
Oh, Mr. Roper cocktail. I think anything muddled. You know, ideally mint leaves and Xanax.
Children, do not try this at home. This is a professional lounge singer.
Come over to the place and try it out.
Bring your own mint leaves and muddler.
You know, you all thought I was gonna get the show canceled. This Tony guy's unhinged.
Tony, what's your pre-battle ritual, and do you have a favorite song you sing to pump yourself up before a match?
Of course I do. That would be, That's a Roper, the song that I wrote specifically for Timmy over there. My ritual is to not test anything, hope that it works, plug the batteries in, and sometimes cut my fingers. It seems to work about 8% of the time.
Okay. What's the biggest difference between a concert and a robot fight?
Well, I'd say that, it's the crowd size, but, no one wants to talk about size here because, again, 30 pounds, and I know the crowd I'm hanging with. So, I think the biggest difference is that I have to bring my own microphone to the robot fight, which I feel is unreasonable and unsustainable. I should be provided a microphone at every robot fight so I may sing and yell into it during each fight.
Is it hard to sing and fight at the same time?
It is not hard to sing and fight. Have you ever tried it?
I must say I have never.
Well, you're not a professional like me.
You know, Tony, I got an idea for you. What if you put a large speaker inside Mr. Roper that played your music as it fought?
Played my music as it fought, huh?
Yeah.
So you think that I'm going to allow my robot to sing my songs
Well,
in front of me?
well, yeah, kind of.
Okay, maybe.
Well, I got a better idea. Just put a microphone in your robot, and you can sing, and it comes out of the robot.
No. See, this is why all Tonys are geniuses. Right here. This is exactly what I'm trying to say. We had the whole conversation beforehand. And Tony and I were the only ones that had any smart ideas. I love this. I'm going to do that.
International superstar robot builder and singer, you do it all. How do you stay grounded, Tony?
Grounded? Who wants to be grounded in this sport? I built a robot. And I take full credit and responsibility for my robot. That you can not only punt to the ceiling, you can punt it into a wall. It never stays on the ground. Have you seen this thing? Also, I've taken a lot of Appleton Estate rum in case you want to sponsor Mr. Roper. I'm currently consuming that.
It sounds like a good sponsorship deal. I like that.
Yeah, it also kind of goes back to the muddle thing, but we'll leave that alone because you said the kiddies shouldn't do that.
If they give you a sponsorship, would you just put their stickers all over Mr. Roper?
I would just drink rum all day. Are you kidding me?
Tony, if you had to fight Mr. Roper inside the cage, who would win, you or Mr. Roper?
Petting one against the other. You know, Thomas?
Yeah.
Timmy.
Yeah, Timmy's got good questions.
First. Yeah. See, that's a hard one because Mr. Roper and I go way back, and I don't think that we'd fight each other. I think we'd just do a little dance for 3 minutes, let the judges sort it out.
No.
What do you think about that? Huh?
That's a pretty good way to do it.
Started your question.
I like that.
Slippery, ain't I?
Just a little bit.
Think out of that.
A little too slippery. Then you need to take a shower.
You know, I wish we were better strangers.
Hey listeners, I'll get you back to the episode in a minute, but first I want to talk to you about something important.
You have probably heard us talk about the robot merch we are wearing or seen teams at NHRL with some amazingly designed shirts and gear and said to yourself, wow, I would really love one of those. Well, you're in luck because a majority of the merchandise you are seeing is being made by Robots Ruin My Life, which is owned and operated by friend of the show Anthony D'Ambrosio. This is a merchandise and customization shop specializing in robot combat team gear. Ever wanted to get your hands on a Ripperoni t-shirt or a Star Child jacket? Well, head on over to robotsruinmylife.com today. Again, that's robotsruinmylife.com for all of your BattleBots and NHRL merchandise. Check it out and let us know what team apparel you love to see in the comments. Okay, back to the episode. Hey, Havoc fans, love what you hear on the Havoc Rundown. Want to support the show and get more exclusive content? Head on over to buymeacoffee.com/the Havoc Rundown. Again, that's buymeacoffee.com/the Havoc Rundown and show us some love. Every dollar you give helps keep the cast coming your way. You want some more exclusive content? Join us on Patreon and unlock exclusive audio clips, behind-the-scenes content, and full transcripts from every episode. Dive deeper into the Havoc and be part of the Rundown community. You can even join our Discord. And for all of you merch lovers out there, we are teamed up with robotsruinmylife.com, which is a combat robotic merchandise store. For our official t-shirts and future merchandise, you can check it out there. It's the perfect way to wear your love for the Havoc Rundown loud and proud. So what are you waiting for? Fuel the Havoc at buymeacoffee.com/the Havoc Rundown. Join the Inner Circle on Patreon and grab your gear at robotsruinmylife.com. Thanks for listening, and as always, stay chaotic.
Tony, you can go home now.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get my handler. All right. Yeah. All right. So sorry, I fed him a whole lot of NyQuil before we came on here. So NyQuil and rum and jeez.
Man, finally, Tony's guy's gone. We could talk to someone with actual answers.
Everyone, welcome Mark.
Hello, Mark.
Hey, how are you? How are you, everyone?
Hi,
the
Mark.
actual guest of the show.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't worry, I can still get you canceled.
No, that's fine. I don't know who would cancel us. Honestly, we're not monetized. Like it's
the internet will cancel you.
Yeah, I guess. I don't think we have enough people listening to us for anyone to give a shit to cancel us.
I tell them, bring it on.
We have to worry about it right now.
Yeah. No. There's only certain people who would care, and honestly,
They don't listen anyway.
Mark, it is so good to talk to you about the build process and about Mr. Roper, and the wonderful, amazing robots. Yeah, I mean, we just love having you. We love you, Mark. I just want to say that.
A true inspiration.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that this is where it is now for me, even though this is like so out of my comfort zone to record anything or do anything. I mean, I'll tell you first to start off, like I literally for a year now have run away from Luke in the pits. He has tried to interview me multiple times. Chris has tried to come up to me. I told him, I'll demonetize you if you say anything to me, and I ran away. These are real things that I said, you can interview them in the bathroom, if you want to come get me. I know these guys, privately, personally, right? And like, I still don't feel comfortable with it. So, but I feel more comfortable with you guys. Mostly it's the alcohol and NyQuil, but.
So we know the secret formula at NHRL. If anyone wants to interview Mark at NHRL, just slip some NyQuil into whatever he's drinking.
Just give it to him. He'll take
give
it.
me COVID from the previous episode or event, and then give me the NyQuil, and it's like the perfect combination of stupidity and ignorance. Of course, I don't have usually, right?
I mean, you've been involved with NHRL besides Mr. Roper. I mean, like, I don't think a ton of people know that, like, you're the one behind the square. What's the best way to describe
Plush
them?
bots.
The plush bots.
Oh, the dolls. Yeah.
You're also the guy behind Sparky,
Yeah.
which is the
Thanks,
coolest thing I've ever
Thanks, man.
seen. And
Ashley's favorite costume.
Yes.
the first time that we saw Sparky at the pit desk was literally Ashley running up to us in the costume, and it was the best thing in the world.
Mark, I think we
actually like it was perfectly accurate.
Yeah, I think we told you this on the day that happened, but Ashley putting on that costume was literally like it was her persona. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like she became Sparky. It
fits. It fits perfectly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was so good.
Yeah, it was like, you know, so we made the dolls originally, just to jump back, kind of lead into that, right? We were sitting at home watching NHRL. We'd never been to an event. We Mary Beth and I, that's the we had watched BattleBots. We never understood like, that it was an accessible sport and it was around and there were different sizes. But this was, you know, sort of the Comedy Central version of it, right? But we binge watched all of the stuff from Discovery Plus and then went, I wonder if they do this anywhere else. We found NHRL, yada yada, skip ahead, watched, I don't know how many, like almost complete tournaments. We barely skipped through things. In 2000, what year is it? It was like 22, I guess, the end of 22. And I said, you know, why do they not have some kind of merch? Like some kind of dolls or something. We can make them something fun because we fell in love with the announcers, to be quite honest with you. Like they were the through line through all of it. And we made it and sent them to them. And yeah, we just kind of like, from then kind of tried to fill in the void of connect the fan to the sport itself, you know, kind of engage with what's going on. So Sparky Costume sort of came out of that.
Yeah.
So you fell in love with the producers and the announcers and all the people that talk, but you wouldn't give them an interview?
That's a fair point. I have severe like anxiety, which is a problem I've never dealt with. So like, you know, being able to kind of just one line it out and run away was great. You know, I never meant to make something that people liked, to be quite honest with you. I wanted to make a trash robot that we sent in, got exploded, and we took more trash and whatever we could salvage from it and bought some new, you know, $15 ESCs or some crap and put it back together and had that get trashed again, you know? So it was never going to be a thing where anyone cared. They just wanted to see the thing get exploded, you know, because that was the most fun for us, to see what, you know, someone's, you know, really hard work get exploded. Right. And now I kind of regret that feeling because I understand what it feels like.
So then is that kind of where all the personas come from? Like, if you just have this crazy character, you're that instead of being Mark, and whatever your persona answers, it just disassociates, make it easier? Or?
I find it harder, actually. Now I'm so stupid. I do the wrong thing every time. I find it more difficult to kind of have to create a character now. I've made it harder on myself, right? But no, I really like having the opportunity to sort of blame something off another character. You know what I mean? Like, he was a Franken butthole, you know, like that was Tony, you know, that was whatever. And also, I'll be totally honest with you. What I want to see more of in NHRL specifically and like around it is the like gorgeous ladies of wrestling, the like ridiculous, you know, sideshow that they had to do to kind of like promote it, right? The personas behind it. Like, I don't want to see any particular builder kind of get the insight on them. I want to see their like absurd persona when they're fighting a robot. It's a transformative thing, right? Because Jameson Go is an even measured person, but he's out there with a butt kicker, right? And I want to see him have like a mohawk and like fire, you know, shooting out, you know. I mean, that's what a lot of like the BattleBots competitors that I appreciated was, you know, that Martin Mason.
Yeah, I was going to say, you remind me of Martin Mason so much. Like, yeah,
that's a huge compliment for me. I've never met him, but yeah, I mean, that was the ideal kind of, you know, everyone knows it's a gag, you know, he's not talking like that in the classroom, you know,
right?
But he's doing it for effect to kind of get your attention. Now, I guess if everyone does it, it becomes maybe honest. I don't know. Let's see everyone do it. You know?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. A lot more of the showmanship kind of thing, and yeah. No, you bring a lot of life to it. You bring a lot of joy to it. To break up a lot of the seriousness that is there. So
I love those guys too. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love the people who are dead set on what they're doing and don't give a crap about what I'm doing, because that to me is amazing. Like, I don't have focus like that. You know,
I think one of the most amazing things you've done as well is you not only gave yourself a character, but you gave the robot a character. And I don't think that's like the housebots kind of have a character, like, loosely, but most of the robots are the robots, and it's the people that are driving the robots. But you've given Mr. Roper a personality. Like, you've given Mr. Roper, it's Mr. Roper. Like, you've given the bot a personality as well. And I just think that's just such an amazing thing to think of, because, like, when Mr. Roper is going into a fight with someone, it's like, it's that robot. Oh, and it's also Mr. Roper. Let's watch what Mr. Roper does. And it's kind of, you're almost like putting this persona, you're almost putting this, like, not human identity, but you know what I mean. You're putting this identity onto the robot as it's fighting, and it was a total
accident.
Really?
It was a total accident. It was okay. So first, the anecdote about the personality is when I fought Kazaa, the first thing Josh says to me after he obviously wins the fight is, "Man, they're rooting for you." The whole time. Like, all I heard was Mr. Roper chant the whole time, and I'm like, yeah, I know. It's the underdog, man. What do you want? You know? And hey, he's awesome. He kicked my butt. But, like, that's the thing. That's what I always say my superpower is that I will get the crowd on my side. I can be a heel as Tony, as whatever. There's another heel coming, by the way. I can't tell you yet. But
okay.
I can be the heel, the goofball, and that people would never ever want to be around. And yet, because it's associated with Mr. Roper, they're going to root for that heel, right? The accidentalness of it was literally, the origin was, let's build a robot. Oh, let me go back a second. Spare parts. Spare parts inspired us to clean out our garage and find some metal crap that we were like, well, it ain't worth recycling, but we could throw it in the box and get it trashed that way. It'll be like creative recycling, right? And I grabbed one of the first things, no joke, was a rusty old toolbox. I'd helped my friend clean out a house, and the 2 pipe wrenches were inside and some other crap. But I put the 2 pipe wrenches and went, this is funny. They like have arms, right? Yeah. Mary Beth laughed so hard that I went, all right, I guess we're building that, right? No idea. Like, I didn't know electronics. I didn't know how to make the mechanism itself work. You know, it was literally just, we'll put wheels on it. We'll figure it out, right? And we'll make the crappiest, jankiest thing from whatever we can buy at Harbor Freight and Amazon and just throw it together and make it work. And I never expected to build a second one. I mean, I built 2. I built 1.5 right, to bring to January. And the second one never saw the light of day. And I'm like, this is great. Okay, it didn't get exploded. I'm disappointed it didn't get totally annihilated. And honestly, like, immediately there was feedback of, this is I'm in love with this, you know, like, make this better. And then I had to invest hundreds and hundreds of dollars in this thing that cost me $200, including the, like, you know, like everything, the electronics, like all of it. It was $200. That's what I spent, and I'm not gonna say what I spent on it now. You know?
Honestly, though, $200 for a 30-pounder is nothing.
That's insane.
I know. That was part of my motivation too, was to kind of prove that you can build something for, I mean, it's not pocket change, but, you know, it's, if you're passionate about something, $200 is nothing, right? And so you could build something that you can go up and fight in this arena with these people. I mean, that was honestly my first motivation, was to prove to people that it was possible to do something janky and get there and have fun and say, yeah, I knew I was going to lose either way. I could have spent 6 months trying to make my first robot good and still have the same results. Or I could spend 200 every 6 months and you know, it's $400 a year, right?
Right.
But how many times has Mr. Roper been KO'd?
Oh, wow. I'm glad you asked that. That would be exactly 0 times.
That's amazing.
Yeah. The secret is a craftsman toolbox.
And you've you made the changes to it that you debuted in this past event, where it now self-writes as well. Which, can I say, watching Mr. Roper fights worked amazingly.
Thank you. Yeah. I kind of figured that out accidentally too, like 5 days, maybe a week beforehand, before the event. I was like, I don't want to do these butt forks anymore. I wanted to put a butt like, I wanted to put butt cheeks on it, like as it's like balanced, because it hits the wrenches down and it kicks it backwards, So I need some counterbalance or at least some stability. And I don't want to do that anymore. It's stupid. It's, it's a bunch of weight. I had a big bearing on it and stuff. And I thought, well, what if I just put the wheels out the back? Can it drive on its... Oh my God, what's doing? I drilled 8 holes. All the wheels were like, cantilevered one way or the other, And so none of them are straight on the current iteration of it, because I just did them kind of haphazardly. But yeah, it works. I put him on his head, and he pushes the wrenches, and he goes to his back, and he flips right up to his, his front.
Wow.
Yeah, it was an inspiration hit, I guess.
I mean, it works. The fact that you haven't been KO'd is just, it's something that you can share with, like, I don't know. It's just really cool. I love it.
It's a nice target. I got to tell you that much. So far, because it's been announced, and because I was, bragging about it, because, not much to brag about, right? Yeah. I was, saying, you can't knock me out, whatever. Now everyone wants to knock me out. So have updates I want to do to Roper, but I can't do them until I get knocked out. That's my feeling on it, is like, I can make minor ones, but I can't change the weapon. I'm not going to do a major overhaul, like knock this version of Roper out, and then we'll start a new one. Then we'll start another trend of how many can he go before getting knocked out.
Right. Like one of those bosses. Yeah. One of those bosses you defeat and it comes back with a new power later.
Perfect. Yes. That's exactly it, because, some spinny weapons that aren't out of my, purview.
Do you see in the future doing anything try hard, going like full on, like trying to make the best robot you can, or do you want to just stay with the Mr. Roper line and everything like that?
So that's a hard question. Now,
yeah,
you asked me that maybe in like March, right?
Yeah.
And my answer was a definitive, I don't care, like, it's just whatever. Like, until this gets old, and then I can do something else, because I would love to do something else at this point. And I will.
Yeah.
I will for January,
Yeah.
But it's hard to answer that, because I have gone from understanding what try hard means to like kind of narrowing that down, right? Yeah. I feel like I had to learn machining. I had no idea. I could drill a hole, but it was not going to be an accurate hole, right?
Yeah.
I learned how to CAD stuff for machining these parts that I make, because I make everything out of, whatever. I don't send it out anywhere. I just make it. And that's a lot of trying. It's a lot, it's a lot of electronic work. It's a lot of like, how do I fit this here and there? What is going to interfere? What can I deal with? So it's somewhere between, if duct tape's the answer, then duct tape's the answer. But if you have time to make the right adjustment, then make it. And so, am I going to try hard? I think I'm try harding already. I'm just try harding for the comedy, for the absurdity. I don't want anyone to hate my opponent. I want them to love me. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't want them to be like, come up, Roper. I want to be like, do the thing, Roper. Oh my God, Roper won a fight. Like, that's awesome. But subvert expectations.
Yeah, I mean, that's something I love about NHRL too, is like, it's very rare you see that sort of thing of like, oh, I really hope that the opponent loses. That's very rare.
Yeah,
you never.
Yeah, that's true.
You really, I mean, like, besides the YouTube, like, whatever, like those people, I don't read the
keyboard warriors.
Yeah, whatever. But like, as far as builders and everything like that, even the builders that are there specifically to win a golden dumpster, they're encouraging of everybody else. They want everybody else to succeed. They will stand there next to the person who they're about to fight, or like they know is like ahead of them in rankings and everything like that. And they'll stand there and they'll be like, What do you need? What do you need? Let's do the fight. Oh, you need that part? I have that part. Let's do this.
It truly is.
It's insane. It's crazy.
I didn't believe it. I didn't. I mean, I did. But it's skeptic. I was like, yeah, let's see how, clicky, how like, I really want to win this. It is, and honestly, I mean, there's some, there's not many. It's 1%. Like, yeah. Then the amount of people that root for each other, even to their own detriment, is outstanding. Outstanding.
Yeah. Well, we see it especially at the pit desk. I think one of the most amazing ways that we see it is when a builder is trying to get something done and they've run out of a part or they don't have something and they come to the pit desk and they're like, can you make an announcement? And we're like, oh, this person needs like this certain receiver or something like that. And we'll have like 4 people come up from, do you need this? Do you need this? Do you something different? Like, do you want help installing this? Do you want help programming? They're like, they're all people all competing against each other and wanting their bot to win. But when one of the people in this community needs something, they're like, hey, I got it. Do you need help with this? Do you need it's just one of the most mind-blowing things when you become a builder. Because I mean, Ryan, myself, Thomas, Tony, you haven't built yet, but I mean, you understand it. Yeah. But like, it's just being in the pits and just understanding the fact that like, yes, you're competing with these people, but it's almost like being in a cooperative sport. Yeah. It's just amazing.
Everybody is super interested in something new and cool. My favorite moment from the past event happened in the pits. There was no cameras around. There was nothing around. But 2-stroke finally got put together and it got put into the test box upstairs. And as soon as people started hearing that chainsaw motor start revving and start going, I swear to God, half the pits just cleared and all came over to the test box to watch 2-stroke go. And every single one of those people was not thinking, oh no, I had to fight that or anything like that. Everybody was standing there going, how did this happen? I think they want to fight it though. Yes. I think that's the key is it's not just yay, it got working. Yeah. It's not just okay, cool, we'll put on a show. There's a personal level to it. Like, yes, I get to fight that, right? Yes. Like there's a huge difference between, all right, I get to go beat that up versus, oh, I get to go against this. This is, this is amazing. And on that note, like Matthew Urocco is the reason, and I swear to you, there are lots of reasons for things we do, but Matthew Urocco is the reason there is a Mr. Roper.
Yeah. That's awesome.
When we saw spare parts, and I may have said it earlier, but we went, these brilliant children, because I mean, to be honest, they were minors at the time, right? Right? I mean, way smarter than me, but they put out this thing, and it didn't even matter that they made it in a day. Had they made it in a month, I would have been thrilled with it, right? And they put this thing in the box, and I said, we can do that. Right? Like it wasn't a floor. I mean, it's not insulting, right? I was just like, that was really entertaining. What can we do that's similar to that? And I've told him, I finally got to like hang out with him a little bit in this last event. And, we kind of didn't cross paths before then. And it was an honor. It was really an honor to meet him. Like, I'm sorry I forget his build partner's name offhand right now, but the two of them are just phenomenal people too, right? Like they're really smart and they get it. They get the like, this is a show. Like I could try really hard and be let down, or I could be let down anyway and just kind of have fun with it. See where maybe I can inspire someone else to make a chainsaw robot that does better than what I got, right? Like, right. I do love them. I could go on all night about them.
Yeah. I mean, I've always wanted to see an ice robot for a very long time, as far as like at NHRL. Yeah. And I mean, it was going to happen no matter what. And leave it to somebody to just literally be like, oh no, it is a chainsaw. It's just a chainsaw. Like, there's the full body. I'm not trying to hide it. It's a chainsaw.
Well, right. So if anybody listening is wondering why we only saw it in the cage once, it's because Synthesis 30 hit it, and then when we called it up for its next fight, Matt Urocco walked up to the desk with half of the front of the chainsaw, held it up and went, "This is what's left of two-stroke. I forfeit for the day."
And it's that kind of attitude, right? Not, oh man, I have to forfeit. It's, yeah, this thing's done.
I only brought one chainsaw today, not two.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I'm so glad. They hope they keep building crazy things, because it's kind of like I feel like Roper accidentally became a thing that was indestructible. And I'm not being a wise guy about it, right? It was like you can't get through that toolbox to get to it, right? Your weapon's going to stop, yada, 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 etc. And it's not strategic. It was accidental. But it gets through to it, and I've made it even harder now, to be honest with you. It gets through, and it's still going to function at the end, and you're like, something's going to be moving, and it's kind of like crawling on us. But they're like, nah, if this works, it's going to be phenomenal. If it doesn't, it's going to be phenomenal, right? And then they got to do something different. Yeah, so I love them. They're my favorite. They are, honestly, I wouldn't be part of NHRL if it was not for them.
That's awesome. What advice would you give to an aspiring robot builder who also dreams of a career in music?
Have fun is what everyone says, and I agree with it. I think build something that makes not only you happy, but like you're not sure what it's going to do at first. I feel like that's the key, because if you're not sure, that translates into the show, into the audience, right? Into your opponent. And you get to feel the experiment happen live. And that's what science is, right? It's kind of do something and observe the results. So that would be my suggestion.
Okay.
Do you have any other designs besides Mr. Roper that you've scrapped, or like you've written down on a piece of paper and you went, nah, I can't do that one, or anything like that?
One of those shower thoughts.
I have.
Oh man, I'm sure you have the craziest shower thoughts as far as combat robots go. Well, I don't want to know all the shower thoughts, just the combat robotics. Like,
I feel like you're not too concerned about being canceled. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. I don't scrap any ideas. Any ideas are good ideas, because you can make anything happen. That is, listen, as an average white man in America, I have all the confidence that I will make anything happen. Okay, so like, I mean, that's the truth, though, right? Like, all right, how do I do this? There's always an answer to it. Maybe it's not going to work in the parameters you want to work it in, so you have to kind of scrimp here and yada yada yada. But no, I have a list of stupid ideas, like just like Tom Farkas does. Tom Farkas has a list of stupid ideas that are stupid ideas, and I hope he makes every single one of them. I hope we both get a chance to sort of build enough Ropers, Pauls, Franks, and whatever other stuff we're going to build that we can just sit back on our laurels and go, all right, now I'm going to have fun, right? January, I plan on having at least one of my own, hopefully one for Mary Beth, and one with an unnamed partner to bring out that are going to be silly, and they're going to get in because January, they're new bots. Yeah, mine's going to be wrench themed, of course, because you can't take it away from that. But and kinetic guys. So, yeah. I mean,
Doesn't Tom have like a full notebook? I could have sworn he showed us a full freaking notebook.
Yeah. He does. He's and contrary to popular belief, they're all not Franks. Well, they're not all Franks. Yeah. No, he's got a notebook that, and him and I talk like every day. Like Tom was the spirit animal inspiration. Like if Matt was the the visual, like I can make that thing and throw it in there, the inspiration of possibility, Tom was sort of my spirit animal in that sense, where Tom's doing something intentionally silly. Like there's not even a chance at the early stages. Now granted, Paul's is gonna qualify this next event. I'm calling that right now. But Tom made things that he wasn't trying to win. He was trying to, show his personality through. right? And that was amazing to me. Like, yes, this guy knows what he wants to do, and that confidence, I envy that confidence.
Yeah, I mean, Tom makes awesome things that are just things that he wants to make. He's not thinking about like, oh, this thing is gonna break the bracket or something like that. Like, it's just Tom's idea. He makes it a reality. And it's honestly that spirit that you and Tom share that makes people love you and the stuff you make, because of the fact that it's like, that's amazing.
Having fun.
You're just having fun. You're just doing what you want to do, and you're just making it. And there's just like this happy spirit that comes with these creations that just makes people smile. That I think is an amazing addition to this sport. And yeah.
So on that note, right? Like, the best fight and I've only technically been at 3 events. Right?
That's
I've been
insane.
around every other one.
Yeah.
I know, isn't it nuts? Like, the last event was my 3rd event, and everyone was like, "Nah, that's bull." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, it's I haven't registered for them. I just went around. I brought some things to play with." But the best fight was March. It was against Beast. The ASU team, absolutely amazing. I think their names Tyler and Alejandro drove Beast. And it was the fight where, you'll remember this, Roper caught on fire.
Yes.
But he kept on moving. And so that was sort of part of the lore, right? Building that lore. But there was a moment in the fight, after he clipped my battery and before the magic smoke came out, that he was trying to flip me back over. He was letting me get to the edge. He was trying to get me to like bang myself, with the wrenches back over. It was never going to happen because I had a butt fork, and butt forks are dumb. And so in the moment that he got me to flip back over, the expression of joy on Tyler's face, it is ingrained in my memory because that's all he wanted to do at that moment. He was playing with his robot, right? He knew he wanted to fight. He knew he wanted to fight before we went into it.
Right.
And he flipped me back over and then went, "Okay, now we can fight again. We can still play with our toys, right? Like, it's, haha, I got you. Okay, you're not dead again," right? Right. We never talked. We didn't talk at all beforehand. We just were like, "Hey, cool robot. We smiled at each other. It was not like aggressive. We were like, "Yeah, this is cool. Let's go have fun." And he just did it. He understood the show. He's like, "Let's go, 3 minutes," right? And honestly, that's part of my no knockout. But I mean, it was a great honor. It was a really great honor to be able to participate in the thing where this guy was testing his robot and didn't want to give it up. He just like, let's not end it after 90 seconds or whatever it was, 2 minutes. Let's keep going. Let me punt you a couple more times, right? But not like an ass, right? Like, let's do this. Let's see what you got. I don't know. What? I think a lot of the appeal is like, and I'm taking over your podcast, guys.
No, go.
Oh, we invited you on this podcast.
No, go ahead, Timmy. Go ahead.
Well, that was it. That was the whole thing.
All right. So, I don't know. So what I was saying, I think what they want to see is if it can be successful, right? Any robot builder, someone who hasn't put the robot in before, it doesn't matter. The weight class doesn't matter, how good you are at it, right? It's not necessarily how successful, but just like, will it do what I want it to do? And if not, what else can it do, right? What have I not discovered yet? So I think a lot of the appeal is like the first time you saw a Newton's cradle, okay? Like the familiar objects, and this kind of applies to Roper too. Like, it's familiar objects. They're strings, they're spheres, and then like something magical happens. You put that thing, you go, how did that happen, right? I don't know what age it was. For Timmy, it was probably like, 25? When you realize that balls hit each other and the other one comes out. But I'm sure Tony did it at like 3, But you get what I'm saying, right? Like, there's that moment. Like, I don't know if you remember the first time you saw a Newton cradle. And you're like, what is going on with physics? How does that not just hit all these, or just dead stop? And then all of a sudden you kind of discover, oh, that's how that works. And then how can I apply that to something else? Yada, yada, yada. And that's the same appeal to Roper in a way, is like they can see the mechanism on the outside, right? It's, oh, haha, he has arms. That's funny. He has a face. Haha. Oh, right. But there's a shoulder that spins and it moves this gear. And like, that's how you do that thing. Like there aren't any other robots I can think of offhand that you can see how the mechanism works. And
no, it's usually inside. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's my inspiration for it. It, on a lot of rum. That's what I want to convey, is the idea that there's always a thing that you can do, and the more competitors that can show what their robot does, not just what the results are, I think the more interest will be generated from young and old. The end.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Do you think you would take your robot to Mr. Roper to like one of the other competitions, like Motorama or something like that?
Oh yeah. I'm definitely going to Motorama next year. I want to do it this year, but I just didn't plan for it, and I'm lazy, so. It was like,
lazy?
Get something ready for another thing? No, I'm going to Motorama because, honestly, like, people in Motorama haven't seen a silly thing that they could be inspired by. Granted, they've seen a lot of crazy things, but there's a lot of crossover at Motorama, right? There's a lot of, like, race car stuff and yada, yada, yada. I don't know. I know it's a big event.
I mean, Mr. Roper being a
thing is the Amish Hot Pockets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the reason to go.
That's the real reason to go.
Honestly, at Motorama, Mr. Roper being a toolbox, I think that would make a lot of those tool heads and the people racing bikes and cars and stuff like that.
I'm gonna have to hide because it's gonna be nonstop. Like, hey man, I got a toolbox.
You want to use a toolbox?
Why are you using this brand? Do you know that this brand is a lot more durable?
Oh, that's a great topic. The reason I'm using the toolbox I'm using is simply out of happenstance. It was the one that was in my garage. However, thankfully, because I designed all the internals to the size of the internals of that particular toolbox, thankfully it's a very common toolbox. Right, even like the newer versions of it are the same dimensions, and therefore I can purchase any random toolbox of that size. If I had if I was like, this toolbox for this angle grinder, right, like that was specifically shaped for that angle grinder, I'd be stuck. I'd be paying $100 a box, and there would be no more Mr. Ropers.
Yeah. Right.
So you talk about fun and everything else like this. So I taught in high schools for 25 years. Have you ever thought about taking the robot to a high school and talking to the kids about it? Like, because I think that would be awesome.
I would love to. Send me your email. I'll come in. I'll prepare something. I'll take a bunch of mint leaf Xanax drinks and come talk to kids about it.
Hopefully you'll hide Tony. I don't think you should bring Tony to a high school.
No Tony himself, but I'll still have cover because I am a scumbag. So.
Okay, now I need to know what that drink is called. What do you call that drink? That's come up a couple times.
Oh, the name of the drink. Oh, I'm just drinking rum. What did I say? Muddled mint leaf and Xanax. Well, it's the Mr. Roper, obviously.
Yeah. Okay, it's just the Mr. Roper. Okay.
You can put whatever booze you want in it. It's the mint leaf and Xanax that do the trick.
That's a Roper.
Yeah, brother.
That is awesome.
I don't know. I did have one anecdote that I kind of thought about, like, to prepare for this, and that was, there's a relic in Mr. Roper that is born from our stupidity. So every motor and gearbox is labeled as an actual appendage of Mr. Roper. So it's not just this is left, this is right. This is Mr. Roper's left. This is Mr. Roper's right. As if you were the robot. So if I'm looking at it, right and left are switched, right? Because I'm looking at his face.
Yeah.
And because I literally did not know how to switch forward and reverse in my transmitter. like that's how it started. I was like, okay, this transmitter does a thing. If I push this up, it does a thing. Like, I didn't know channel mixing, none of that, right? And it was too much for me. I was trying to 3D print stuff. I was trying to learn what electronics were and how they functioned, and then how to learn, machining all at the same time, to get ready for January. And so that was one thing where I went, okay, I can just wire this motor backwards. And if I push forward, it'll go the other way, and it's fine, So it still exists to this day. I still have left and right arms and left and right feet for Mr. Rope.
That's awesome.
Do you think the heavyweight version of Mr. Roper is just a giant Milwaukee Tools
I was gonna say that
snap-on
Snap-on tool chest.
As it does the wrenches, the draws are just opening and closing.
Yes, except they have a saw blade in them, or they have something coming out of it, right? Like the drawer opens and fire shoots out of it. Yeah. The
just a different power for each drawer.
I like the fire.
And that's great. And because you can make up how many drawers are in that box at that point, so you're gonna have to fabricate it anyway, right? Okay, how many weapons can we possibly put into this thing? Okay, we got 4 plus wrenches on the arms. Great, do it.
Keep adding.
We should get Tom Farkas to build his own version of Mr. Roper and call it like Mr. Snap-on, and you could have.
Oh my God! No, we have enough private rivalries that I do not need more. We talk so much trash to each other. And I love Tom for it, and I hope he loves me. Maybe he hates me privately. I don't know.
I honestly, I want to see a 30-pound Frank versus Mr. Roper. I think that would be.
Oh God, I really hate Frank. You know that, right? I legit hate Frank. I also legit love Frank. So I had to come up with the reason, which was his mustache, that I hate him. But I was I hate him. I love him because it's Tom. I love him because he was like, I'm going to do this. And he just did it. Right.
Right.
And I hate it because he was like, whatever, it's slow. No, man. No. I mean, this is the reason why Tom and I are great friends and we'll never build a robot together. Because he will just go, F it. And I'll go, no, dude, you can't. You got to fix that stupid thing, And he can just let go, and I can't. I hold on to it forever. Your robot's dumb.
I think my favorite thing about Frank is it looks disturbingly like it's alive when it's walking.
Oh yeah,
it is alive.
During its first fight, it was almost horrific to watch. This thing just keep getting hit by a robot, and it just looks so sad because it was just limping around the cage, just oh, please don't hurt me anymore. Just what it
looks like? It looks like the old cartoons of a turtle.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like.
100%. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get. There's a soundtrack that goes to Frank. Yeah.
I just want to just Tom. This is from the bottom of our hearts, and you know that. We love you.
No, I hate Frank.
But yeah, it's just I totally agree with Ryan. It was just like watching a turtle. Someone threw a turtle into a robot fight, and it was very disturbing at times.
What gets me is that this is the one delineation, the one difference between Tom and I is that he doesn't give a. How many curses do you want? Crap. I'll go with crap right now. He doesn't give a crap what you, I, or anyone else thinks. He's like, I'm doing this.
Oh,
and that's what I did. And I'm like, man, you should be embarrassed. But sincerely, he has tried hard with it, and I love it. He's doing things that he loves, and that is in the vein of what I want to see more of. And I think it's really, really pushing in that direction. People are trying things. They're like, hey, I don't want to name any weapons or anything because they're all amazing. Don't get me wrong. My tirades about I want to see silly shit is true, but also I respected from the jump, and still do to this day, the people who put so much work into making 5% better.
Yes.
Right? Their beater bar, their horizontal, their vert, whatever it is. I understand what you're doing. I can't do that without 2-3 years worth of study, and I don't have the patience for that. You do,
yeah.
And you love it. I'm never gonna, at least I try not to yuck somebody's yum, right? Like,
yep.
That's I'm not good at it, but I try not to, you know?
Well, I mean, I see what you're saying. Like, one of my favorite examples is like Ariel Smith and Beetlejuice, just taking something that at one point was a kit, very far ago, like very long ago was a kit. That thing there's no trace of a kit in that anymore. Right. And it's just like iteration and changing and making it better to the point that she's won a dumpster and destroyed competitions with that thing.
Definitively won a dumpster.
Yes. Yes.
No question. There was nothing all the way through that journey that you could say, maybe she could have lost. No. Every single match was like, I'm going at you, and this is the end.
I don't know. I think Mr. Roper's going to win a dumpster someday.
Mr. Roper won't win a dumpster, but Mark Rennie will win a dumpster someday. I mean, to be honest with you, like, it'll have to be the try hard part of me that comes through. And it's I don't know, maybe not, but like, there's so much. If I had to beat 4 opponents, I'd say there was a good chance. But when you have to beat 6 opponents, and maybe that same opponent twice, you know, you can't put a joke bot to you might qualify.
There was a point, Mark, like a couple years ago, where you could have 100% qualified. There was events where you would show up with a robot,
and you
a
qualified.
30-pound robot, and you would like survive one fight and you're qualified. Like that's just how it was back in the day, because we didn't get as many 30s, pretty much.
There's the disconnect.
Yeah.
The disconnect for me is that
didn't even win a fight.
Yes.
He literally went into the battle and like destroyed himself and still qualified.
Yep.
Yeah, that disconnect for me that's where we came from, learning what NHRL was, because we didn't like watch them chronologically. We just sort of just like, hey, here's a stream. It's on YouTube. We searched NHRL and it came up. This is what we watched, and watched that whole stream, right? And I went, oh shit, we can throw garbage in here and make
it. I could do that.
And so the disconnect is like the advancement like passed us by somehow before we even started.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I mean, because like even go back, maybe last year. Like last year, it's like, did you walk in the building? Cool, you qualified for finals.
Yeah.
Well, did you walk in the building and pass safety?
But you know what I mean. I was being very exaggerative about it, but you understood what I'm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's great. I have to also mention Desico. Holy crap. Like, that January event, I literally had $15, they were $14, in fact, they were on sale. Harbor Freight drills. Then I was like, oh, the only thing I knew was I needed to get DC motors, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know anything else. I'm not exaggerating. I bought a 3D printer, and I'm the worst at that. And I 3D printed clutches for the gearbox in the drills. I used the actual gearbox from the drill, which has no, like, I could have put a pin in it and just stopped the, like, sun gear, but I didn't. I just like, if I press plastic hard enough against it, it'll stop, right? Nah, that's not gonna work. So like the January, I did that, put them all together, and I was like, this is great, and it worked at home. Of course it worked at home, because I went bang, 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 and then it's good to go to fight, right? And then I did 4 bangs, and it was like, nope, we're done.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I get, like, the gods lined up, man. They sent me a win because a crack. Was it crack? I don't remember. I apologize, whoever it was.
Yeah.
I've drank a lot of booze since then. Just trying to be Tony. So like, hey, whoever it was forfeited the first match, so I gotta win. Oh crap, I gotta win. Okay, so that means, well, I get to fight Chris. And like, Chris is one of the guys who I kept pestering, and pestering is like a very generous term to make me sound good. I annoyed the living crap out of everybody about what do I buy? What do I buy? What do I make? How do I just like already, you know? and like some of them gave up. Ethan Shipley also like got me. He was like, here, buy these ESCs. These are awesome. You won't worry about it anymore. Like that's what I want, right? So anyway, so because of that, I got to then fight Chris, and that was amazing because he was not ready whatsoever, and we bought as much time as we could in the pit. I kept going, oh, he just went to go to the bathroom. I don't even know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know where he is. And Megan kept coming over. I think it was like our first event. And I kept like gaslighting Megan, and I feel so bad for her. Megan, I love you. You're awesome. But I had to play against you a little bit there. And eventually, everything came together, and he beat the crap out of me with the worst robot imaginable. I mean, honestly, worse than Roper at that point.
Where'd he go?
And it was just, I was ready to retire. Like, I can't do anymore. I got to be in the box with a piece of crap robot, do my hammer thing, and then my next fight was to fight against my friend. And yeah, I ever since, it just keeps going up and up and up since then. So Chris is on the bottom of the scale now. But I don't know. Then I beat a badass too. I got one knockout, by the way, just so we're talking about knockouts. Roper never knocked out. I beat a badass TCC who I thought, well, I'll just throw my fist at his face, or throw my face at his fist, I should say, and see what happens. And it worked.
That is the strategy sometimes.
Yeah.
That's all Roper strategy, Timmy.
Oh.
I just want to thank Mark and Tony for coming on and being our guests. You are amazing. We love everything you do. Thank you for taking time and talking to us. It was an amazing conversation. And that, my fellow bot enthusiasts, wraps up another thrilling episode of Havoc Rundown. We talked to Tony and Mark about what it is like being a musician / amazing robot builder and driving Mr. Roper and building Mr. Roper. Before we sign off, a massive shout out to our incredible listeners. Your passion for robot combat fuels the gears of this podcast, and we're grateful for each and every one of you. As we power down for now, remember to subscribe, rate, and leave your comments to let us know your favorite moments from today's episodes and share your thoughts in the world of robot combat. We love hearing from you. Stay tuned for more electrifying interviews, behind-the-scenes insights, and the latest from the National Havoc Robot League. Until next time, this is the Pit Control crew signing off from the Havoc Rundown. Keep the sparks flying, and may your gears always turn in your favor. Everyone say goodbye to our wonderful listeners.
Farewell, listeners.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Come on, baby, do the Mr. Roper. Know you're gonna like it if you give it a chance now. Come on, baby, do the Mr. Roper. Just a little swinging of your hands, please. It's pretty good dancing if you don't have knees. So come on, do the Mr. Roper with me. You gotta swing your wrists now. Come on, baby. Arms up and whack. Well, I think